Okay. Shall we start? So, before giving meditation instruction, how to meditate, you will pay respect Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, today as a beginning day of retreat, we may give some instruction how to meditate. Meditation will be according to Buddha's teaching. So there are 3 kinds of training in the Buddha's teaching. What are they? Sila, morality, samadhi, concentration, and panya, wisdom. So there are 3 trainings. So number 1 is a sila, morality. So morality is training your speech and bodily action. What you should speak, what you should not speak, what you should do, what you should not do by body. For the lay people, you must practice 5 precepts, even in daily life. But here, you need to practice 8 precepts that we have learned, that we have recited. For the nuns, they have nuns precepts. For the Samnera novice, have Samnera precepts. For the bhikkhus, have bhikkhu precepts. So for them, can be many. There are some kind of precepts the Buddha taught for the meditators. So, Indriya Samvara Sila, controlling in faculties, restraining in faculties. It is also a kind of Sila. So, what are Indriyas? Controlling in faculties. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. So that we have to contact with outside objects. So we need to control those. So let's say for the eye, we will only see suitable object. We will not see unsuitable object. In the same way, although we have ear, we will filter the object. We will only listen suitable sound. We will not listen to unsuitable sound. In the same way, we have nose. The same way you can practice. In the same way, we have tongue to taste, to eat something. We should associate with the suitable food. We should not associate with unsuitable food. In the same way, we have a body to touch something. So we will touch only suitable things. We will not touch unsuitable things. So in the same way, we have a mind. We will associate with the suitable thoughts. We will not accept any thoughts which is coming into our mind. So we need to train those things. If we don't have a chance to choose suitable object. Sometimes we may have whatever objects available. So if so, we may try to have what is proper attitude, what is suitable attitude. So we need to learn, we should try to have. So to practice these things, as a conclusion, only two things. You will choose object, also you will choose proper attitude, proper attention. If someone practices these controlling faculties, the mind is naturally peaceful, will be smooth for meditation. So next morality mentioned in the Buddha's teaching for the meditators to practice is pure livelihood. Pure livelihood. So for the lay people, need to practice 5 precepts. More than that, cannot sell poison, cannot trade weapons, humans, alcohol, cannot have animal or the meat. So next one is morality related to properties that we use. For the monastics, we usually use 4 requisites, 4 properties: food, robe, dwelling, and medicine. So as a general, so whenever you use those things, you need to reflect with which purpose do you use those things. In the morning, we will recite, we will chant every day for this practice. So these are moralities. So what are benefits by practicing moralities, by training body and speech? So if we practice morality, if we keep our body and speech well, first of all, we will not regret. We will feel no fault. From time to time, we may think ourselves what kind of person we are. So whenever we think, we will feel no fault. That can make the person happy. So this mind is ready for meditation. So we will not accuse ourselves. Also, we will not be accused by other people. So the more we practice, the more we will have confidence. So we may dare to approach to any audience with a happy mind, with a happy face. So we will be famous with a good name. Our friends or families, they may say as a good person. So because of practicing morality, the mind is clear. You may not fail to work your jobs. You may be able to do on time or in time. You may not be forgetful. So it is good for the economy or for your work. So in the near death, we may not be afraid and practicing morality. So near-death means not just the last time of life. So we may encounter many times near to dying. So like Dana shoot or accidents, like that. We may encounter many times in life. If someone has a good morality, so may not have a fear much. Although we may die, but the changes of life will be better if we don't have a choice to be alive. So after death, we're reborn in a good destination, such as human realm, Deva realm. So it is also important. We will not stay in this life a very long time. Everyone has a limited. So everyone in the past, in the present, in the future, they will die one day. So after death, we need to have in a good destination. So if you practice morality, so you can reborn in a good destination. So this is the first step, first practice. So if you can practice this morality, so you can only hope your life to be better and better. You cannot hope your life to be worse. The second practice, training, is samadhi, concentration. So concentration is practicing or training for the mind, not bodily, not verbally. It is training for the mind. So concentration is not much understanding, but a kind of power, a kind of ability to keep your mind on the right object long time. If you can keep your mind on the one object, which is correct, beneficial, long time, you will have some power. So you need to train for that. Thinking something is easy, but to think that continuously, to keep your mind there continuously, you need to train. If you train, you will improve day after day. You may be able to keep your mind on that object longer and longer. So what are the correct objects? The Buddha taught 40 meditation objects, meditation methods, such as breathing meditation. If you practice breathing meditation, you need to keep your mind on the nose trim or on the upper lip here. If you practice metta meditation, loving kindness meditation, you need to choose one person with the same sex. After that, you can send loving kindness to him. The object of that meditation is the person which you love and respect, especially in the beginning. So if you want to focus, you want to pay attention on your body, if so, you may practice as a element, as a 32 parts, as a formless meditation. So based on meditation you practice, the objects can be different. So you need to choose one meditation. Here we may try to teach breathing meditation. So what are benefits of concentration? So if we have a concentration, so we can stay in the present life happily and peacefully. With the food just to be enough, with the clothing just to cover cold and heat, So with little properties, you can be happy. Although you have to stay alone, you can stay. So if the mind is not happy, it is a problem. So we may need to see television, or we may need to, people may use alcohol or drugs, even as a tourist family included. So we have a more problem. If the mind is peaceful and happy, so that person will not make any problem for the others. Although other people make problems, so if it is a small, may not know, may not care. Another benefit is it can be foundation of wisdom practice. To have a wisdom, you need to see this and that. If the mind cannot focus what you want to see, so you may not have a wisdom. But concentrated mind can focus, can take whatever object you want to take. If it is really improve, even you can have some kind of psychic powers, such as seeing many past lives, seeing non-human beings, so etc. So after death, can reborn in the Brahma realm. Do you know Brahma realm? Brahma life. Brahma life is a kind of heavenly life. It is mentioned in the Buddha's teaching. They are flying in the sky. They have own lights. They have own lights. No need electricity. Not only in that life, they have light. If you improve in your meditation, even in this life, you will have light. Although you close your eye, it will not be dark. So they don't need to eat any food, including kimchi. They are called vipas, eating joy. Janábeka, eating absorption. So also they don't need to work. And they are manomaya, mind-made person. Everyone, everything you want to do, just you think it will happen, because their cause, their karma is just made by mind, just meditation. So anyone in that realm have no anger, no disease, no accident. So concentrated mind can produce this kind of Brahma life. So these are some benefits of concentration. So this is the second step, second training. The third training is called Panya, wisdom practice. So mainly vipassana practice, insight, knowledge. What is vipassana? So discerning physical things of your body, number one. Number two is discerning mentalities in your body. After that, discerning cause and effect of your mentality, materiality. Number four, discerning or by seeing arising and perishing of those mentality, materiality, cause and effect, you should contemplate as nature, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, non-self. So if you improve, if it is enough, You are not attached to anything in the world. You are not dependent on anything in the world. Your mind will reach a kind of state which is free from those materiality, mentality, cause and effect, rising and perishing. It is called Nibbana. If you start to see Nibbana, it is the first stage. You need to practice the same way. You will see again that state. The same thing seeing but clearer. That side also happiness and stability is clearer. This side suffering also clearer. So at that time you will not have any doubt about the Dhamma because you have seen that kind of state. So you practice the same way. So we'll see again in Nibbana. It is the third stage. At that time you will not have anger. You will not attached to anything, especially in the human life. At that time, you may only like to do like a jhana absorption, can enjoy Brahma life, which has no sensuality. But if you continue to practice, you will see Nibbana again. So the most clearest condition. So it is done. It is enough. Even jhana or Brahma life, you will see as a suffering. So you are not attached to anything in the world. You are not dependent on anything in the world. Even your own lives. You may try to support your body, but not attached to that. So after passing away, you will not have any reward. So there is no life, there is no suffering. Okay, do you want to get that kind of state? Okay, so this is the wisdom practice. Okay, now we will teach second stage, how to establish concentration. So we will choose breathing meditation. Should develop for most of people. But if you have problems with the breathing meditation, we can choose another one. But now we will teach how to practice breathing meditation for concentration. So first of all, you should choose a quiet place. Then sit cross-legged. So that's sitting. It does not mean just by sitting you can meditate. So although you are standing, lying down, and walking, you should practice the same way. But sitting is the best posture. Not so active, not so lazy way, or not so comfortable. You should keep your upper body straight. So for your hand, so not mentioned in the teaching, you can keep on the lap or you can keep on the knee. So which is comfortable for you. You can choose that. Then you may close your eye. You should pay attention here on the nose trim or on the upper lip. You should not go into the hole. You should not away here and there outside. And that place is very strict, must be only here. So why we know the breathing? When we breathe in, so the air touches our skin. When we breathe out, the air touches our skin. Because of touching, we have chance to know the breath. Based on touching, we were trying to know the breathing. We don't try to know the skin or sensation. First of all, the Buddha gave brief instruction. So mindfully, you should breathe in. Mindfully, you should breathe out. That means by knowing you should breathe in, by knowing you should breathe out. Breathing we do every day, every time, but not by knowing. Meditation, as a meditation, you should do by knowing. You should breathe by knowing. Breathe in by knowing. You should breathe out. If you want to rest, I may allow, but you don't breathe. If you want to breathe, you should try to know. If you know whenever you breathe, so you will improve faster. So this is a brief instruction. Then the Buddha mentioned 4 ways to practice. So number 1, long breath. Number 2, short breath. Number 3, the whole breath. Number 4, calm and tranquil breath. It is mentioned in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So number 1 is long breath. So you should have a desire, I want to do long breath. Long breath means a slow breath. So according to your desire, you can breathe, but you should do slowly. If you do slowly, it is easy to know. Like a bodily movement. For example, bodily movement. If you do like that faster, you may not be able to notice. But if you do very slowly, so slowly you may be able to notice. So you should do slowly breathing. You should try to know how long you need to do. So how long you need to do, as long as you are good to practice that, you can do maybe 1, 2, 3 sitting, 1, 2, 3 days, you can do. So by doing it so, some breath will be short and fast. So mixing those short and fast breath. If so, you may change the second step, short and quick breath. So at that time, I will do short breath. According to body needs, at that time, you do. How long you need to do that also. As long as you are good to do that, you can do. Maybe 1 sitting, 2 sitting, 3 sitting, or maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Although you are doing a long breath, sometimes it may be short. Although you are doing a short breath, sometimes it may be long. It is okay. If it is long, you should know it is long. If it is short, you should know it is short. So by doing it so, later your mind may stick on the breath. So at that time, you may try to know your breath continuously. Continuously means like that. For example, if you want to know my talk, long or short, so you listen, you ignore, you can do that. At the end, you may know it is long, it is short. But if you want to know the whole talk without ignoring any words, you need to pay attention more. You need to pay attention continuously. So in the same way, if the breath lasts 10 seconds, you want to know, you wish to know the whole 10 seconds. So it means the whole breath. Number 4, calm and tranquil breath. To have a calm and tranquil breathing, so you should not control your breathing. Just you should have a desire to be settled, to be calm, to be tranquil. So sometimes even you may say in your mind, may my breath be calm, may my breath be settled. With this desire, if you practice, the breath will be settled and calm. Although you practice number 1, long breath, you should practice with the desire to be calm. In the same way, number 2, short breath. Number 3, the whole breath. So you should practice with the desire to be settled, to be calm. So we will conclude. There are four ways to practice. Number 1, long breath. Number 2, short breath. Number 3, the whole breath. Number 4, calm and tranquil breath. So now we will move. Next question. If there is pain or numb during meditation, how to deal with that? So when you practice meditation, just you should pay attention to your breath. So you should not pay attention to your body. You should not think, how is my waist? How is my leg? You should not think. So you should not turn your mind towards the body. Let it be, let it die. So if you can pay attention to the breath well, even the body may disappear, you should not find out. So and this is to reduce pain, not to have pain or numb easily. But the body is a body. If we do one posture very long time, so after some time, surely we will have pain. So if we do long sitting, standing, walking, even lying down, so you will surely have a pain at the end. So how we do that? Just change the posture. By sitting in this way, you may sit in another way. Even if it is a big pain, even you may stand up. Pay attention to the breath. If it is a real big, so without making a noise, you go out. You do little walk to be comfortable, and you sit again. Pay attention to the breath all the time. Okay, we will move another question. What is improvement in meditation? So, in the beginning, you're trying to keep your mind here. You're trying to pay attention to the breath here. But the mind is not yet tamed. So, the mind, from time to time, will go out. So, your responsibility is you call back. Go out, call back. So, you need this kind of effort. Should not be lazy one. Lazy one will happy whatever object coming in. But we will not allow whatever objects do coming in. We will reject those objects. We will take this object. So this is a kind of effort. So also we need to have a faith in the breathing. This is a kind of meditation. Improve our concentration. If someone believes in this way, the mind have a power to stay here a long time. Also, we have wisdom, understanding. This is the Buddha's teaching. So, have in the Mahasatirana Sutta, this is a kind of meditation. Who practices this meditation can get a jhana like that. If you understand in this way, if you have this kind of wisdom, the mind has power to stay here longer time. So another one is sati, mindfulness, remembrance. You need to remember only this object. Although you are standing, walking, lying down or sitting, so you need to remember always. So maybe because of eating, because of taking shower, if you forget this object quite long, you may stop for a while and trying to know breathing, not to forget so long. So in the beginning, we have said, mindfully or by knowing, you should breathe in, you should breathe out. And you can rest if you don't breathe. So, if so, your mind may stay here longer time. So this mind is called concentrated. First of all, you may stay like 1 or 2 minutes. You should continue later 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. If so, it is the improvement in this stage. So you need to train to be so. day after day, you need to try to get longer and longer. So this is improvements. For the furthermore improvements, we will have an interview, discussion every day. So which time? Maybe in 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. So at that time we will teach for the furthermore improvements or to solve problems. So usually for one person it may take time like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. If I have a question, may have like 10 minutes. Okay, that's all for instruction. I think we should stop here.